2006 LQ4 in a 2500 HD. Yeah. Misfire. Cylinder 7/8. Won't go away. Typical. And 2 psi of oil pressure. So that lobe's gone. That lobe's gone. That lobe is gone. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. So think about it. More than likely it walked the cam bearing. I'll find out when I get there. This is the last set of in the oil run before that, before it feeds back. Previous owner had bypassed it and put a fooler on it for the oil pressure so the light would go off. Ditch the screen. A lot of times you ditch the screens, but in this particular case it was already too friggin' late. So yeah, and that was violent enough that at one point it actually bent the push rod for cylinder number 8. Yeah, so it's kind of oil starvation. We have another one at the shop for the exact same thing, except for a little bit worse. It's got a knock. The one at the house. This one didn't have a knock. Well, it kind of had a knock, misfire knock. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So, there be the issue. Computer ain't gonna fix that problem. Electrical ain't gonna fix that problem. All right. So, maybe on me, I won't be able to help myself. She'll get fully torn down and redone. Build her out like I did for the Gladiator truck, but that was not an LQ4. But this has 317 heads, so it's worth spending the time and the money on it. All right, there's our answer. So here's a follow-up video on the LQ4 6.0. So I suspected a cam failure. It's pretty much on point. Looks good down in there. And most common failure on these guys is number 3. I know it's hard to tell, but right there you can see the cam bearing has squeezed its way out about 1/4 inch. So when that does, it blocks the oil passage, starves that area, and sometimes if it squeezes out right, and what I suspect on this one is it squeezed out and it bleeds all the oil pressure off. And so, yeah, that's why it's got a low oil pressure, and that's why it ate the cam. I'll know more once I tear it all the way down, because in for a penny, in for a pound. Won't be able to stop myself, so I'll just go ahead and I mean, I could get in there in a perfect world and press out and put new bearings in, new cam bearings in, but I'd rather disassemble it, re-ring it, check the pistons. But this, folks, is what happens when you run either the wrong oil, run too long between oil changes. So this engine is a Dexos-based engine. You go putting cheap Jiffy Lube or whatever, Pennzoil oil changes in here without running the Dexos-based oil that these engines demand, this is what you get. So granted, this is industrial type setup when these Chevy 2500 HDs are running these engines, but that doesn't mean you ignore the oil change. Cheap oil change saves expensive engine repairs in this particular case. But you can see that back part of the cam was obviously being starved of oil because it was bleeding off, and it ate that cam. I'll have that out later, not today. I have a fundraiser dinner we're going to. Seems to be my life on the weekends. All right, I'll post this as a follow-up. See, JJ, this is exactly what was going on with Mike's. So that's probably what we'll find when it gets to the machine shop. This one I'm going to do in-house. It's mine. I can do that. I wouldn't do that for a customer because I wouldn't be able to offer a warranty because I'm just a mechanic. I am not a professed engine builder, even though my Gladiator truck is bad.